Stay tuned after the program for a preview of our next video due out in stores this fall.
Hello and welcome, I'm Eric Wiley.
And I'm Deanna Wilshire. In this video, we're going to show you how fun, safe, and easy the sport of inline skating can be.
Deanna and I have joined forces with some of Southern California's top IISA certified skating instructors to give you a step-by-step demonstration of the basics of inline skating.
First, we're going to go through the basics. These techniques are going to help you learn how to master what we call the 3 S's: start, stride, and stop.
The next step is beginning tricks and maneuvers. This section will help you learn the fundamentals of basic forward, backward, single foot, and transitional skating.
And last but not least, advanced beginning tricks and maneuvers. Our instructors will demonstrate more difficult jumps, basic grabs, the technique used for spinning, and other options for stopping. Eric and I might even show off some of our partnering tricks that you can try with a friend.
But before we begin, let's talk about skates and protective gear. The most important factor to consider when purchasing inline skates is proper fit and comfort. Proper fit would be defined as snug, but not too tight. Your toes should not be pressed into the liner, nor should your heels slip up or down. Be sure your laces are tied up and buckles are secured. If you have a power strap, cinch it up. Make sure you have lateral support with forward flex.
All right, so now we have protective gear.
Knee pads are a necessity to protect your knees. You want a pad with straps or a sleeve to slip your entire leg into. You want it to have a hard plastic shell that will slide when making contact with the pavement. Elbow pads are also important. You may choose an elbow pad that either has a sleeve or a Velcro strap with a hard protective shell. Protecting your wrists is important. You want wrist guards with a tight, secure Velcro strap and a hard plastic guard under the palm of your hand. Gloves also provide protection, but not as much as wrist guards. A leather wrap glove is supportive and will protect your skin from abrasions, but will not offer the same support to the bones in your wrist. And last but not least, the most important piece of protective gear is your helmet. It should be Snell certified and approved.
Nice and comfy. You want to make sure your chin strap fits. You don't want it to be bobbing back and forth. Nice, comfortable fit. Covers the forehead, protects the back of your head. All right, I'm geared up. I'm ready to roll. See ya.
Sometimes falling does occur, so we need to practice it. Preferably, we need to fall forward. We're going to take it down to our knees, all the way down onto your knee pads using your gear. When we fall, make sure that your fingertips are up and you slide on your gear. It's made to be slippery, so it does disperse your weight. Let's practice falling. Fall forward, wrist guards and elbow pads. You'll also notice that when you do fall, you'll be sliding on your knee pads. When we're getting up, take 1 foot forward. You can take one hand down or both hands on one leg. Press all the way up to ready position. Hands in front, bend your knees.
Now that we've informed you about skates and protective gear, we've also shown you how to fall and get up. Let's go through the basics. Your first primary function is balance. This helps maintain your equilibrium and provides comfort and confidence when skating. Always remember to keep your knees bent. Weight on the balls of your feet and your arms out in front, looking in the direction that you're skating. Here is your safety zone, 10 and 2 o'clock, a diagonal straight out from your hips. Practice on the grass first, just balancing on one foot at a time. Pick one up and then the other. Then once that feels comfortable, take to the pavement. Remember though, when you step on that pavement, those wheels are gonna roll, so be ready. Two more elements of the basics are stance and edging. Stance provides efficient movement, pressure application, edging, and rotary motion. All the essential primary skills that lead to efficient and controlled skating. Edging, you've got your center edge, your inside edges, your outside edges, and corresponding edges. One inside and one outside. This is a great technique to warm your ankles up when you first get started skating, and it also familiarizes yourself with your edging. The more comfortable you become with your balance, the more your edging will progress. Another element is rotary motion. Rotary motion is the movement that occurs around some axis of the body. This movement helps initiate and execute a turn or to maintain balance. Our final basic technique is pressure application. Pressure application is the ability to create, release, and control forces on the skate. Pressure must be applied to balance, edge, weight transfer, and perform all basic movements on your skates. Use all this basic information as a refresher course to assure proper technique. Now that we've covered all this basic information, let's move on to ready position. This is probably one of the most important positions you'll learn with inline skating. Your ready position is your safety position. Anytime you're skating and you feel like you might be getting off balance, immediately go to ready position, which is bent knees, hands in front, and head up. We're ready. Let's get rolling.
Hi, I'm Mike, and today we'll be learning the duck walk and going right into a stride one, so hopefully we can catch up to her. So let's start by getting our feet in the V position, just like that. We want to be in the ready position with our hands up, our head up, and our knees bent for balance. Now we'll slowly take a step forward, making sure that our feet are on the inside edges. And we'll just take a couple steps forward, just like this. Once you feel comfortable with that, you'll start moving. Now don't panic, because this will lead us right into stride one. Just slowly and gradually skate forward. Okay, now we will learn the heel stop. You want to make sure that you'll be in the ready position with your feet on the center edge and your feet parallel. You want to scissor your foot forward, lift up the toe, and sit down into it, putting all your weight into the break. And you stop. Now we could take this a step further by doing what we call a heel stop 2. It's the same exact thing as a heel stop 1, except now you'll be only on one skate. Make sure you have all your pressure behind the break. And here's what it looks like. And that's heel stop 2.
Hi, my name is Jennifer. What I'm about to teach you today is called an A-frame turn. When you would use an A-frame turn, it's to control your speed and to change direction. And to do this, you want to widen your stance, a little bigger than shoulder distance, get down in the ready position, bring your knees in closer together, and you're going to apply pressure on your inside edges. You're going to apply pressure on your right inside leg to turn left, and apply pressure on your left inside leg to turn right. Here's what it looks like. You're going to apply pressure on your right inside leg to turn left, and apply pressure on your left inside leg to turn right. Inside left to turn right, your inside right to turn left. And that was an A-frame turn.
Hi, my name's Erwin. I'm going to teach a spin stop. Spin stop's done by, first, the ready position. Second step is you want to scissor your right foot. This is if you're going to spin counterclockwise. Next step is get all your weight on that front leg, then lift that back heel. Once you got that, You want to pivot on that left toe, start low, end high. Ideally, you want to end that spin in a V. Let me show you what that looks like. Ready position, scissor, lift that left heel, then you want to pivot on that toe, start low, end high, ready position, scissor, lift that left heel, then pivot, start low, end high. Another turn you can do is the parallel turn. Parallel turn looks like this here. That's a parallel turn. Let me show you how it's done. First step is a ready position. Second step is scissor your right foot. That's if you're making a right turn. If you're making a left turn, scissor your left foot. Third step is get on your corresponding edges. Let me show you how it's done. Ready position, scissoring my left foot because I'm doing a left turn, then I get on those corresponding edges. Let me show you doing a right turn. Ready position, scissor, and get on those corresponding edges. That's the parallel turn.
Backward swizzle movement is the beginning of backward movement in inline skating. Beginning with a V stance, staying on an inside edge, rolling to an A stance, and back on an inside edge to a V stance. We begin to carve an hourglass, which begins that backward swizzle movement. Again, pushing on an inside edge, staying with our knees flexed. Looking carefully over our shoulders, we go back into the ready position. Remember to keep your body weight forward at all times and glance over your shoulder with your knees flexed. Again, ready position completes the cycle of the movement, pushing on an inside edge into the hourglass position, concluding and finishing in a ready position, pushing out from an A stance, on an inside edge into the hourglass position, again coming back together into the ready position.
Hey, now that you've learned the basics, let's go ahead and learn a trick, the heel-toe glide. First of all, to help you with your balance, go ahead and find a pole, a tree, or a fence to hold on to. What the heel-toe glide includes is a heel and a toe. Once you bring those both up, go ahead and find your balance, squeeze your inner thighs together, and hold your stomach muscles in. What we're gonna go ahead and do is take this out into the real world and try it dynamically. Here we go. Lift up your back heel, apply pressure, lift up your front toe, and you're doing the heel-toe glide. Lift up your back heel, apply pressure, lift up your front toe, and you're doing the heel-toe glide.
Hi, my name is Eric, and we're going to learn the forward to backward transitional turn.
The forward to backward transitional turn is a stepping stone for creating many different tricks. While gliding forward in the ready position, split your feet. Rotate your upper body 90 degrees clockwise, slightly lift your heels, pivot on your toes, completing your 180-degree rotation. To return to the forward position, simply rotate your upper body 90 degrees counterclockwise, lifting your toes and pivoting on your heels, completing another 180-degree rotation forward. Here's what it looks like at full speed.
Hi, I'm Tammy, and I'm going to show you how to do the T-stop. Step 1, make sure you remember what the ready position is. Knees bent, hands out in front of you. We're going to transfer our weight over to our favorite leg. We call this the supporting leg. Step 2, we're going to place our other foot behind us in a perpendicular shape, or in a T. This is called the T position. Step 3, we're going to keep our weight centered over the supporting leg and drag the other foot.
we're going to transfer our weight over to our favorite leg. Step 2, we're going to place our other foot behind us in a perpendicular shape. Step 3, we're going to keep our weight centered over the supporting leg and drag the other foot. The T-stop. Hey there, how's it going? All right, now I'm going to show you the forward crossover. First thing, very important factor to remember, keep the knees bent. The more bend in the knees you've got, the more efficiently your body's going to move. 3 easy steps to remember. Ready position, arms out for balance, lift up, crossover, and step. Practice it the other way as well. Lift up, crossover, and step. You're going to be using what we call those corresponding edges. One outside edge and one inside edge, okay? Bend in the knee, arms out for balance, head up, looking in the direction that you're skating. You can practice this in both directions, but pick one side that feels more comfortable to you at first and just get started with that. Let's get rolling. Basic ready position, arms out, lift up, crossover, and step. We've got the inside foot on an outside edge, the outside foot on an inside edge. You get your power by pushing right here, cross over, and step and push again. Lift up, cross over, and push. Cross over, and then start linking them together. The more you bend in the knees, the more you push, the more power you're gonna have. All right, now, you're skating with style on the forward crossover.
Hi, I'm Jill, and I'm going to teach you the Mohawk turn. The Mohawk turn is the most commonly used forward to backward turn derived from the sport of figure skating. Right arm in front, balance, step on a forward right inside edge, left back inside, back to both feet, and when you're ready, simply turn forward. Forward right inside edge, left back inside, back to both feet, and that's the Mohawk turn.
He shoots, he scores! And it's the hockey stop time. All right, first thing we're gonna do, ready position. You're gonna rotate your hips while moving forward. You're gonna use your corresponding edges, make a small arc, very small, not too wide. Applying pressure on your corresponding edges with your small arc, pushing out down towards the ground. I'm gonna demonstrate this very slowly. Moving forward in your ready position, you're gonna rotate your hips, use your corresponding edges into a small arc, applying pressure straight to the ground. Ready position, rotate your hips, apply pressure to your corresponding edges in a small arc, pushing right down to the ground. That's the hockey stop.
Time to learn the backward crossover. Do you remember how to do the backward swizzle? Out and in, out and in. Well, the backward crossover isn't too much more difficult. Instead of going out and in with the feet, we're gonna go out and we're gonna bring them into a straight line. We're gonna take this and move it in a circular pattern. Swizzle out, circle the inside leg behind and pick it up. Swizzle out, under, pick it up. Out, behind and under, pick it up. Backward crossovers. A great little exercise if you're having trouble on your backward crossover is to stand still on the grass or on the asphalt in the ready position. Practice crossing one foot over the other while your feet are still remaining in the parallel position. Transferring the weight from one foot to the other. Step, replace, step.
All right, we're moving right along. Let's move on to advanced beginning maneuvers and tricks.
What what you see here is a slalom. This can be utilized when skating on a flat, working your corresponding edges, and also when you're working on a hill. This is a great way to reduce your speed. The basic technique of a slalom is to utilize your corresponding edges. Keep your head up, your arms can be out for balance, and you can also stagger your feet, one foot in front of the other when you're making your edging.
Yeehaw, it's time for the power slide. This is a little bit more difficult than the hockey stop and the T-stop, as well as the heel break. This is a stop that's going to be used for when you're going fast, such as going downhill. What you're going to do is you're going to want to start off slowly. Start off going backwards. You're going to be in the ready position. You're going to lunge on your left foot, putting your right foot directly behind you, trying to push that ankle bone right down to the ground. Let's try it backwards first. Let me show you. You're moving backwards. You're bending in your ready position, lunging with your right leg, pushing your ankle bone straight to the ground, and you're stopped. That's the first step. The next step is taking it a little bit further. You're gonna use the Mohawk technique that Jill taught you a little bit earlier, and you're gonna put it all together and do a killer, rad power slide. Let's do it. All right, moving forward, your ready position. You do your Mohawk. Lunge back with your right foot, ankle down to the ground, and there's your power slide. One more time really fast. Skating forward, ready position, Mohawk. Lunge with your right foot, down to the ground, applying pressure, and you're stopped. That's the power slide.
Wow! Hey there! I'm gonna show you the 5'3" midget. Are you ready? All right, first things first. You're gonna hit your ready position. You're gonna bend both of your knees and let your right foot trail back, just like so. Keep your arms out in front, just to keep your balance. And as you start to bend down, point the right toe and just bend ever so softly. Keep your head up, look where you're going, and this is a midget. It's also a good way to rest your legs when you're skating for distance or just recreationally and you need a little break. So check it out. You're gonna bend both of your knees and let your right foot trail back, just like so. An extreme midget! Woo! All right, that's pretty cool, huh? Yep, the 5'3" midget.
Hi, I'm Ralph and I'm here to teach you the basic jump. This is a basic trick that leads into a lot of more difficult tricks, so it's real important to learn. This consists primarily of balance. Start with your feet staggered a little bit. You'll want your arms out in front of you, bent knees, and leaning a little bit forward. To jump up, you want to come up with your full body weight, including your arms up, and then bring your knees to your chest, like so. If you don't feel confident about this, you can go to either carpeting or grass at first, or once you feel more confident, you can move to a curb and test your skills. Boom, up, down, and if you want to move to the next level, you add a little roll into it, like this. Get a good amount of speed, come up, jump down. Always keeping your center of gravity pretty low. When you're up straight like this, you're more likely to just rock over or end up on your rear. So you want to keep everything low, pitch kind of forward and up. As you progress and go up to higher curbs and impacts become a little harder, you may want to learn how to drop to one knee, which where your knee pads come into play. It's almost like a shock absorber. It'll slow you down and it's really necessary in a lot of big jumps. So now that you have the basics, let's see what you can do.
Dizzy. All right, you guys, you ready to get twisted with the toe heel spin? Great. Now this is a little more advanced, so be patient with this stunt, okay? Start with your feet hip or shoulder width apart. Wind up in the opposite direction we're gonna spin, which is gonna be to our left, counterclockwise. Left arm in front, right arm behind. You're gonna go to the inside edges and pump. Okay, my weight is on the left toe and the heel is pumping around, and the right heel and the right toe is kind of pumping around. This is getting my spinning movement started. You're gonna pull up to the right heel and to the left toe. You wanna stay in a cylinder. You wanna keep everything tight and feel like someone's lifting you straight up from the top of your head with a string, okay? Have your arms like you're holding a round beach ball. Start again, rotate opposite direction that you're gonna spin, pump around, just like so. And slowly try to pull up to that right heel and that left toe. And as you pull up to that, pull your arms in a little bit. The more that you can pull your arms in and the slower you do it, that's what's gonna sustain your spin, okay? And eventually, you're gonna have this happening, the toe heel spin. All right, well keep trying it. It does take some time and I know you're gonna get it. And I'll see you out there.
Now that you feel comfortable with the basics and you've done some tricks on your own, let's do some simple partnering tricks. The first one is the hand-to-hand spin.
Grab right to right, left to left, thumbs should be up. Put your feet in a spread eagle position and pump with the left skate.
Be sure that both partners are pulling away from each other, leaning slightly back. Now gradually get up some speed and have some fun.
Yahoo! The harder you pump, the faster you go.
Woo! All right, and that's the hand-to-hand spin. Another fun and easy partnering trick that you can do with a friend is the pull-through. You want to stand one partner in front of the other. Usually the stronger, more taller person in front wants to be in a secure, ready position. Put both hands down between your legs, reaching back towards the partner behind you. Be sure your head is up and you're not leaning backwards.
The partner behind, bend down all the way. Reach through and grab your partner in front's hands. Once you feel secure, put one foot forward. It doesn't matter which one. I prefer the right. Balance on the left, and as you go through, lean back and stand up at the end.
And that's a pull-through. All right, well that about wraps it up.
I hope you guys had as much fun as we did. Remember, practice makes perfect.
And always wear your protective gear. So until next time, I'm Eric.
And I'm Deanna. We're out of here.
See ya. Let's go.
Oh, won't you sing with me a simple song of unity that will make life worth living once we are free? Look deep in my eyes, I'm your brother, please realize if we keep on fighting, ask yourself why. Ask why. Ask yourself why. Oh, it's about that time to free your soul, free your mind. It'll be so easy once we combine. Don't wait for me to die, 'cause I'm reaching up to the sky, reaching up to tell you, ask yourself why. Oh, ask yourself why. Oh, ask yourself why.
Stay tuned for a preview of our next video, due out in stores this fall.
This is not a corporate video.